In this installment, we're going over the May 1st NBA slate we got going on in the playoffs. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our NBA slate we got going on Friday. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetChefD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91, and don't forget about that Patreon. Right now, I'm at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 10.3 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 20K, and we're well on our way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. If you are to subscribe, continue to like and comment. That helps the YouTube algorithm, so you can go to a much broader audience. All right, now for the previous video on Thursday, so far great, phenomenal night we're having right now. We started off with the Knicks absolutely dominated the Hawks and blew them out the water. I told you that they figured them out, and they absolutely did. Second game, we had the 76ers plus the 7.5. Obviously, you take them on a money line. This is a win or go home situation. We smacked that as well, and they blew them out by 13 points. It was a worse game than that. They were up by like 20. All right, in this game here, and the Celtics sat some guys. So 76ers pushed this to a game 7. Great for the 76ers there. Put a lot of pressure on the Celtics in that game, and now we took the Nuggets in that game. I did not trust them to cover, remember, so we'll see how it goes in the third and fourth quarter, see if they can pull through. All right, but so far, phenomenal night. If you're on Patreon, you're missing out on great picks. All right, obviously we had the 76ers money line. This was just for fun right there. Threw 10 on the 76ers to win by 10. And if you signed up for the Patreon, I posted this last night. I took Embiid assists ladder, took 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. He finished with 8, and we still cashed huge. Plus 6 was plus 162. Plus 7 was plus 307. And then plus 8 was plus 569 with the assist. This was another smash night here with Joel Embiid and the assists. Hopefully they give the price like this yet again in game number 7, because this is what it's come to. Joel Embiid playing down, everything is facilitated to him. Obviously, if he's down low, he's being double teamed. Guys are open. All right, guys are open to make shots. Take the assist for Embiid. All right, smash play yet again. All right, so if you want more winning plays, click that link provided down below. You're gonna get full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes out 24/7. First up here in Orlando here, Kia Center, Orlando Magic 3-2, Pistons 2-3. Crucial spot here, game 6. Pistons backs against the wall. Minus 163 on the money line. Orlando Magic on the comeback at a plus 136. Total at 209.5. The spread is at 3.5. Public bet percentage here, 54% of the bets, and 67% of the money coming in on Detroit. For the total, 86% of the bets, 81% of the money coming in on the over 209. And then for the spread, 67% of the bets, 50% of the money coming in on Orlando to cover the 3.5. All right, so interesting spot here between these two teams. Game 6, can the Pistons, the number 1 seed, force it to a game 7, where obviously they'll be in a favorable spot at home. All right, at home in Detroit. And then on the other end, can Orlando close it? But bad news for them, Franz Wagner will be out of this game. All right, now he's so key defensively here because he was that extra big body to help limit Cade Cunningham. And what happened was in game 5, no Franz Wagner. Cade Cunningham became aggressive. He took advantage of the smaller guys on Orlando, and he went off for 45 points. All right, now for this one here, we got to wait on news on Tobias Harris and Kevin Huerter. They're day-to-day. Franz Wagner is officially out for game 6. So this could be a huge swing here. And then all the pressure is back onto Orlando if they falter. All right. Now, the series has really come down to that defensive pressure we've seen from Orlando, their size, their dynamic bigs that they have to go alongside Desmond Bane. But now with Franz Wagner out, it becomes an issue. All right, so this game here, I think the Pistons show up and show out in this game. Give me the Pistons a minus 3.5. Obviously, you could take the money line as well, but I think the Pistons make it and force it to a spot where Orlando is going to have to come up to Detroit here and try to beat them in game number 7. So Pistons minus 3.5. Pistons money line. If we're going with the total, I will go with the under 209.5 on that total, but I like the Pistons here to force a game 7. Second game here, we have in Scotiabank Arena, Toronto Raptors 2-3 going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers 3-2. Looking at the odds for this one, Cavs road favorites minus 180, come back for the Raptors plus 150. Total at 219.5. Spread is at 4.5. Public bet percentage: 66% of the bets on Cleveland, but 67% of the money on Toronto. For the total, 88% of the bets, 84% of the money towards the over 219. And for the spread, 51% of the bets and 58% of the money on Cleveland to cover the spread in this one. Crucial game number 6 here for the injury report. It is really coming down to if Brandon Ingram's going to be able to give it a go. We already know about Emmanuel Quickley. He's been out for the entire series. Brandon Ingram, if he's out with a heel, definitely major concerns for the Toronto Raptors. I get it. Scotty Barnes has put this team on his back, and they played solidly without him to finish that game off. But there's just too much talent on the side of Cleveland to hold them back here if we get no Brandon Ingram. All right, so probably you got to hop on this line now. If Ingram is out, it's going to only get worse. Can they do it? I still like Cleveland. In this one. I think the home thing stops here, and I think we get Cleveland finishing off the Raptors in game number 6. I would take the Cavs on the money line here between these two teams. If we're looking at the over-under, so far right now, where we at right now with the over-under? It's been majority unders between these two teams from memory playoffs. First game over, second game, if we're going by the current line at 219, over by 1 point. There's been a lot of overs here. You had one under. Yeah, we're going over. We're going over yet again. Cleveland, the way they win, obviously they're putting up points and keeping that pace high, knocking down threes. We're going to keep with that trend there, okay? So give me Cavs on the money line. If you want to go with the cover, you can. And then I would lean towards the over 219.5 in this one. Toronto is going to have to step it up if there's going to be no Brandon Ingram, but definitely wait for news on that. But the lean is with the Cavs. Last but not least here in Toyota Center, crucial. Oh my God, this is huge. Houston Rockets, Lakers. The Rockets have creeped back into the series. Old LeBron is now facing a game 6 here. Looking at the odds, we got Rockets as home favorites, minus 175. Come back on the Lakers at a plus 146. Total at 206. Spread is at 3.5. Public bet percentage, 50% of the bets, 85% of the money coming in on LA as underdogs. For the total, 86% of the bets and money towards the over 206. And for the spread, 65% of the bet, 75% of the money on the Lakers to cover this number. All right. Now, obviously, they're trying to move on to get to OKC, and this series is being drawn out right now for the Lakers. It's tiring out LeBron and his old body here. We're not trying to throw shots, but this is not a good thing. They should have ended it when they had the opportunity. But I always thought the Rockets were the better team, despite the fact, all right? And now we got Kevin Durant, could be back here. He's been upgraded from out to doubtful. That's a positive sign to see. So there is an opportunity for KD to play in this game. Definitely stick towards news. But this series has been one of the hardest to handicap 100%, because they playing with emotions. It's been complete opposite of what you originally thought. The injury, getting hurt in practice, and none of it made sense. None of it made sense at all. So, where do I lean? I would not bet this game. I'm being 100%. The way how it's been going, trying to figure out who's going to win. The Rockets look horrible, but then somehow Kennard is hitting threes and Marcus Smart is hitting threes. It makes no sense. If I had to choose, I would lean to the Rockets forcing the game 7, especially if we got a possibility of KD coming back. Okay, I don't trust this Lakers team. And then there's no reason for them to face OKC. Why? Why are we doing this? Why? They're going to get smoked. But fine. The only way I could lean is the Rockets, all right? Being 100% honest. And then technically, I would go towards the total, all right? Both of these teams are ugly. Both of these teams are low tempo. Both of these teams struggle scoring. So technically, the number one play should be the total, and I would go under 206.5 in this one. All right, so that's my only lean in that one. That's going to be the breakdown for the Friday slate. I would focus on the first two games and only play with the total in this Lakers and Rockets game, but definitely wait on news about KD. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys lock in on that Patreon link. Will be provided down below. And if clicked on that link, I'm going to give you full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes on 24/7. This is your boy Chef D. I'll be back very soon, and peace out.